So excited!
Welcome!
This is the edge of the North Pole. I love being on this cruise. This is our first cruise. We've never done a cruise for vacation. And this summer, 2 years after the pandemic, I wanted to surprise the kids, my husband. So I wanted to go to a place where we can discover something new. So anywhere in the world, may mga Pinoy talaga. Hindi lang tayong pupunta sa Arctic. Pati ang mga Pinoy na ito, first time nila to cruise. Basta Pinoy magaling eh. Just the air. Okay, sure. Hello, kamusta? Okay. So excited.
Welcome! Welcome! Welcome!
Mula sa init ng Pilipinas, nandito tayo ngayon. Sobrang lamig! Grabe! Hello! Hi! Hello! Hi, hello. Yes, Sharon Joanne. Hi, guys. Hello, God.
Hello, welcome aboard. Sa Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Oh. My gosh, hanggang... Svalbard is 60% ice and just 10% vegetation. Alam mo dito, yelo lang at bato. Wala maraming puno dito ha. May mga taong nakatira but there are more polar bears than people. Check out the captain, oh.
Marcel.
How to speak Tagalog.
Marcel, marunong ka mag-Tagalog? Ano, marunong ka?
Dictionary, gusto kita. Good weather.
Yeah.
Good weather.
So Blubber Town was an old whaling station. And they say na there are a lot of walruses here. Let's see. There was a polar bear sighting, but let's see if we'll get lucky.
These guys come to digest on the beach. They eat 5,000 oysters a day. And what they're doing right now is sleeping, farting, and burping. And we will very soon be able to smell it, which is a lifetime experience.
The walrus can be a bit skittish, so we have to approach in a nice formation group. So you stick together and let's keep the voices nice and low. We're gonna approach nice and calmly so that we don't spook them.
In this area.
The male walrus, they like to come together and share their warmth as they haul out here.
Okay.
A lot of the females, they're in the farther northeast of Svalbard, an island called Nordauslandet, and so they've got a little more privacy. If they were to come into a haul out like this, you know, they can be easily spooked. So if they start to stampede to the water, then they are going to really be crushed.
Salamat.
What's your step, Ma'am Karen?
Salamat.
Alright.
Para naman akong reyna dito. Ibang level.
Basta Silversea.
Basta eto kasama na.
You're in good hands. Thank you.
And this is our room. I love it. Look at that. Waking up like this. Because it's the summer months, what we're experiencing in the Arctic Circle is what they call the midnight sun. Anong ibig sabihin ng midnight sun? The sun never sets. Alam niyo po, sa panahon na ito, would you believe, gabi o araw, araw pa rin ang itsura. So kung gusto mo matulog, talagang dapat isara mo kortina kasi hindi mo makikita ang buwan sa mga buwan na ito. So can you imagine, sun all day long, kahit gabi na? Oh, how are you feeling, Lucas?
Really cold.
Our
So
first
perfect.
cruise, are you enjoying?
Yeah, it's so fun so far.
So fun so far. Oh, David, morning. Grabe, do you know that they never experience darkness here? They call it the midnight sun.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the sun never goes down.
How do we sleep?
That's why you have to close the windows.
correct.
Oh,
So it's 6:30 in the morning, maaga ako magising. This is the panorama deck. So let's see how it looks. You can have coffee here. So wala pang tao kasi ang aga ko nga. Come on guys, I think so this is coffee. You wanna go out?
yes.
It's actually not that cold when it's moving, but look at that. You can see snow-capped mountains over there.
Yes.
Bati ka naman, gano'n
Hello,
katagal?
Karen.
Gusto mo ba dito sa Arctic?
Yes, masaya.
Masaya.
A lot of ice.
Bago tayo lumabas, pagbasa muna. Wow. So literally, I woke up like this. Ganyan yun. This is the edge of the Arctic pack. Titignan natin kung makakalabas kami with the Zodiac. And this is the edge of the North Pole. Just look at all of the ice, the glaciers floating about. At may pagitan siya dito sa karagatang ito. So, ito yung sinasabi nilang the edge. So, ngayon mga ano to no, alas 11 ng umaga. It's very foggy. It's cold, but we are gonna go close to the ice pack. The Arctic ice pack. Okay, you can hear that crushing sound.
more of the looser crash ice that is very much affected. You can see as it's affected by the swell and the wave activity here on the edge of the ice pack. So this is going to be looser floating ice.
So this is the ice brush and we're gonna go near the ice pack. Is that correct?
We're going to stay along here because you can see how quickly it flows in.
Oh.
And that can really limit my ability to be able to push out of it with this Zodiac. And over the last several decades, we've been seeing it get a lot smaller. Now it looks really desolate, like there's not much up here. But actually there's a lot of wildlife that manages to live and exist up here.
Wow.
We've got a lot of birds out here. Sometimes the birds help us out. As the polar bears, if they find a seal, they're only eating the blubber. That's really what they're most interested in.
This is just 9 degrees off the North Pole. Kaya pala namatay si Leo sa Titanic ng hypothermia. Tingnan mo naman yan.
You know, in school we learn about climate change. I mean, like, most schools teach about climate change. We usually learn in grade 3 or grade 5, and it's usually a topic that we tend to forget. But going to the Arctic really has opened my eyes a lot about climate change. Well, mainly because we can see the glaciers and the ice, but we can see them melting, breaking. So it really has opened my eyes and views about climate change.
Wow.
Before, there used to be at least 30% of the world being covered in ice or glaciers. But now it's dwindled down into a measly 10%.
Pwede ka ng reporter.
There, is it done?
Yeah, go out in the Zodiac. So, the Zodiac is like a tugboat, alam natin yun. Pero eto, mas mabilis, mas malaki ng konti, and we go to different areas.
One of the true seals, they've got the internal ears and internal genitalia, so that distinguishes them from the eared seals, something like a sea lion. These ones, they've got really kind of small Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, the front flippers that aren't going to be too useful on land. Good for swimming, but unlike the fur seals and sea lions that can get around on their front flippers on land.
So, Monaco Green is where the glaciers are. There's the Monaco Glacier and the Seliger Glacier. Now, what are glaciers? Actually, they're massive rocks that are made of ice in effect. Parang ganon. Literally speaking, it's snow that has come together, compressed into a big mass, and glaciers were formed. That's throughout the years. What's unique about glaciers is glaciers move. So when we went out into the Zodiac, it was such a different experience. Okay, just when I thought we saw something really important, apparently, Javi is the bartender. So this is the Arctic bar.
Welcome to the Dolomite Bar. We thought we'd come to you.
10 o'clock, time for champagne.
This is like going on safari.
Champagne for you.
Cheers! Oh, hello! Hello! Gaano katagal na kayo dito?
Sobra na.
5-6 months. Anong trabaho nyo?
Tech guys po.
Tech guys. So yung tech guys are all, you're all Pinoy? Ang galing. Bakit mga Pinoy ang tech guys?
Pangmalakasan eh.
Pangmalakasan. Okay, see you.
Thank you.
Ang oras ngayon, it's almost 9 in the evening. Pero tignan nyo naman ang araw. So we're having dinner na may araw. Hoxton, hi Luke.
Hello. I'm cooking.
Yeah, you're cooking. David.
Hello.
Hi, you're cooking. Daddy's cooking.
I can still remember when it used to be her town too. It used to be your town.
Itong gumawa ng mga desserts namin, si Rodel and si Ronel. Gano'ng katagal na kayo dito?
8 years po. Ako po 3 years.
3 years! Oh my God, hindi nyo namimiss Pilipinas?
Namimiss po.
Namimiss. Pero ang galing ng ano nyo. Happy kayo, you feel fulfilled. I am so proud of all the Pinoys na nandito sa Silversea.
Yeah.
Talagang napaka-warm nila at talagang I feel so proud pag lumalapit and they're all here. Taga saan ka ba?
Sa ano po, sa Bulacan, sa Marilao po.
Okay,
Ay,
mga taga Bulacan, gaano katagal ka na sa Silversea?
Mag 15 years na po ako dito sa Silversea.
Silversea 15 years.
Opo.
Happy ka dito.
Sobrang happy po
May
kasi
asawa at anak ka ba?
yung asawa ko po nagtatrabaho din po dito as a suite attendant po.
Swerte! Gaano ang pagtrato ng Silversea sa inyo?
Ang Silversea po as in talaga pong mahal na mahal nila ang mga crew nila.
Nice.
As in nung pandemic po, kahit po yung iba ay hindi po sila nakasawakay, meron pong naibibigay din po sa kanila na
Ay, ang
tulong.
galing.
Ang galing.
Opo.
Pero bakit ang daming Pilipino sa Silversea, iba ba ang Pinoy pag nagtrabaho?
Number 1 po ang
Oo,
Pilipino.
ano ba tayo?
Sa lahat po ng OFW, number 1 lagi po ang Pilipino kahit saan po pumunta, barko o lupa po.
Oh!
Lagi po nilang pinipili ang Pilipino po. Proud being a Pilipino po. At saka
Yeah.
proud po kami, meron po kaming Pilipinong nag-cruise.
Oh my gosh! Aswerte.
Tingnan nyo, proud sila may Pilipino nag-Arctic sa dulo ng mundo. The Filipinos are amazing on Silversea. Look at this. This is Sarina. She's a junior nurse. And check this out. Cheryl,
Hello?
a nurse on Silversea. So you know what? Kung nasan man tayo, talagang ang Pilipino, hold your head up high. Because ang gagaling talaga ng Pilipino magtrabaho. Go! So the polar plunge is famous. Kung may lakas ka ng loob, sobrang lamig.
With your bathing suit down to deck 3. Deck 3, we will embark the Zodiac. We will give you the opportunity to jump off the ship into the icy waters and bring you back, hopefully. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, you also need to sign your waivers.
All right, so wait, how cold was it?
It's really freezing water.
It was really freezing water, but then it's...
You get up and it's okay once you get out.
So stand to the right.
No, but right there, she's right there. Here, hello! Just here. Lucas! Go!
Okay, let's go!
Go, Lucas! Go, right here. Go, Luke! Go, Luke! Lucas, how do you feel? Lucas did the polar plunge. Itaas ang bandera ng Pilipinas. Lucas! Lucas, you're with Pinoy's there. One more? Lucas is gonna do one more plunge. I'm so impressed. 3, 2, 1! Boss, okay ba? Okay. So proud of you, love. So proud of you, love.
Why'd you make me do this, Mom?
No, really.
Well,
First time was warm.
next.
Second one was pretty cold.
Ate, thank you, ate. So proud of the group here.
Filipino pride.
Good morning! It's our last day. Ang ganda ng panahon. Morning, Beach. Morning, Lucas. David. Good morning, Shan. Joanne. Where are you? Good morning.
We're ready for you. Come on up. Get you on. Or you're ready. Okay, okay.
Ito yung mga buto ng beluga whale, the carcasses of the beluga whale. Na whale hunting was a practice. Ngayon hindi na to pwede. Pero itinabi ito dito ng mga whalers, ng mga locals. At kumbaga nire-respeto ang site na ito. Hindi ito pwedeng hawakan. Hindi mo pwede baguhin ang pwesto. Dito tumira ang dalawang babaeng scientists ng 2 taon para patunayan na unang-una, kaya nilang mamuhay sa Arctic.
We had 2 ladies could spend the winter here and perform a lot of citizen science. Too
Wow.
often in polar history, it's always talking about the men, but they wanted to demonstrate for the young
That the
girls
women,
out there
absolutely.
absolutely that they could do it. So they spent the winter here. They had 53 polar bear encounters, including the first day that they had set up.
53, where did they see them? Tinan nyo, merong pako sa labas ng bahay. Okay, what's this for, Neil?
So if a curious bear came up smelling some of the unfamiliar scents inside, because we know that the polar bears have got a really strong olfactory sense, they might turn up, and we don't want to hurt the bear.
Yeah.
We just want to let them know that this is not the spot where you're going to get your meal for the day.
pinaka-importanting bahagi ng trip na ito. Ang ating mga kababayan, ang mga kapamilya ng hanggang dulo ng mundo. Yes! Hello! Thank you for being here. I'm really touched, I really appreciate this because you don't have to be here and yet you chose to be here. So please don't think this goes unappreciated. I'm really grateful. Really, thank you. Anong pangalan mo, sir?
Frank Baker.
Frank Baker. Anong trabaho mo dito?
Baker po.
Frank is a baker. Yun ang meaning niya. Gaano katagal ka na dito?
13 years na po.
Taga saang probinsya?
Imus po. Oh, shoutout na lang dyan sa atin.
20 years na po akong singer, but here in Silversea, 12 years na po.
O, anong gusto mo sabihin sa kababayan natin na nanonood ngayon?
Well, ayun po, we're home. Actually, so, ayun po, maraming salamat po kay Ma'am Karen for coming on board. Yeah.
Pablo Agustin po, mga
Taga saan?
taga Ilocos po.
Kasi anong trabaho mo sa Silversea?
Peter po, Engine Peter.
Wow, mahirap ba trabaho mo?
Okay lang naman po, ma'am.
Paano ka napunta sa trabahong ito?
Nag-apply po na.
Alam ko na, nag-apply ka. Okay. Romeo. Trabaho mo, Romeo.
Marine storekeeper, ma'am. Ako yung may hawak
Marines?
ng mga spare parts ng makina.
Gaano kahirap ang trabaho mo?
Pag experienceado ka naman, ma'am, hindi naman mahirap. Madali ang trabaho.
Bakit gusto nila Pilipino sa Silversea? Ang
Kasi
daming
ang talent
Pilipino.
ng Pilipino kakaiba talaga eh. Matyaga talaga, madam. Yun po yung pinaka-the best talaga sa Pilipino. Ian Rasbalsaka, Hotel Engineer.
Engineer pa rin.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sa tagal mo na sa Silversea, ano na ang nagbago sa buhay mo dahil dito?
Marami naman. May mga na-invest na rin. Bahay, lupa, sakyan.
Isa lang asawa mo.
Isa lang po.
Siguraduhin na.
Di masya, mama. Dito na ako.
Isa lang. Love you. O mga anak mo nakapagtapos na.
Nag-aaral pa po, ma'am.
O ito naman, housekeeping. Yan. O, ang pangalan.
Orfeo po.
Orfea and
Occidental.
Taga Negros and Angel. Oh, first time.
And then first contract.
Hindi ka ba nahirapan na nandito ka sa laot? Ang layo-layo.
Hindi naman po. Kakayanin. And then pray lang.
Anong naging challenges mo nung una kang napunta sa barko? Anong nahirapan ka?
Yung malayo sa pamilya.
Pero ba't mo to ginagawa? Ito naman, Hazel.
Para po sa family, syempre.
Oh, syempre. Sino bang sinusuportahan mo?
Mother ko po.
Mother mo lang? Wala kang asawa?
Kapatid po. Tsaka
Kapatid din.
tatay.
Oo. Bakit? Yung tatay mo, matanda na. What do you love most about being on Silversea? At saka mga Pilipino ang katrabaho mo?
Ano po, kasi sa Silversea, very close po yung Filipino community dito. Kaya okay naman po. And very supportive po sila. Kaya naka-adjust po ako medyo.
Wow. Ano bang pangarap mo sa buhay?
Makaasawa ng afam.
Ay! Ganun. Gusto makapang-asawa ng kapa. At least honest siya.
Hindi, joke lang.
Joke lang. But why not? Logi,
Yes.
bartender.
Yes.
Anak. So, ano na ang naipundar mo na nasa Silversea ka?
I have
Kwento mo.
lots. I sent my sister to be a doctor. And then my son, he's also a med tech. And my niece are all professionals now.
Ano ang tip mo sa mga OFW na nanonood ngayon sa'yo?
Just when you work, just be patient and just focus with your plans and don't make any mistakes. Just work hard, very good, just to keep the job.
Tama. Si Frederick ang restaurant manager. So, isa ka sa may mga matataas na posisyon sa Silversea. Ano ang pakiramdam mo unang-una na naabot mo to?
Tiyaga, tsaka hard work, no? Siyempre, support ng mga colleagues at saka fellow Filipinos.
Oo.
Kasi kung wala nga sila, then wala din ako dito.
Oo.
Sila yung mostly na nag-carry for me para ma-reach mo yung goals ko. Tsaka helping each other. No? We are here as a family.
Oo. At kinwento mo sa akin na nasa college na yung dalawa mong anak?
Yes.
O, tingnan mo, o.
It's my family.
Okay.
Saan yung iba? Kasi
I'm so happy for you.
we are all here to work and for the family.
Okay. Sunny Malipot is the head bartender. Wow, gaano ka katagal na sa Silversea?
Wow. Nagsimula po ako 1994.
What?
Yes. As a bar utility. Sobrang pagmamahal ko sa trabaho at saka sa company. Hindi na po ako lumipat ng ibang kumpanya at maganda naman po ang trato sa aming mga Pilipino.
Oo.
At nung simula po ilan lang kami mga Pilipino rito hanggang sa dumami ng dumami gawa po ng serbisyo. Gustong-gusto po nila ang serbisyo ng Pilipino.
Ano ang tip mo sa mga OFW na nanonood ngayon sa'yo?
Ito ang unang tip. Unang-una po, magtiyaga po sa trabaho, mahalin ang trabaho para sa pamilya. Yun po.
Tsaka dapat iisa lang ang asawa.
Tama po yan. Yan po number one rule.
Mga kapamilya natin sa Silversea, nandito sa Archdico, puro Pinoy. Diba? It was a different experience altogether. It really brings you closer to parang the Lord's majestic hand. So that's what I love about trips like this is hindi ka nagsha-shopping, hindi ka lang nasa mall, hindi ka lang bili ng mga bagay, but what you're really investing on are experiences that make you appreciate life better.